So, hi guys, my name is Christine and I will be with you for today's session. It's lovely to be here again, live from Gloucester, and it's a very sunny weekend that we're having, so I'm really looking forward to it. So today's topic is, what will you do if you get rejected from a job interview? So I'd like to hear what things you will do. Will you give up? Will you move on to another job? Will you work on some skills? What will you do? So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you please introduce yourself first and then tell us a bit about your day and then go on to today's question.
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school is Delhi Women's School, Mega City, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing.
Thank you very much. And what did you do today, Arush?
Today, first I woke up in the morning at 8 o'clock. Then I got ready. After that, I was playing for some time. Then I joined 6:30 to 7:30 online classes. Then I'm joining class now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Arush, what would you do if you are rejected from a job interview?
If I will be rejected in a job interview, then I will start searching for a new job. I need to first calm down and accept the reality as well as challenge.
Okay. So will you
Work on the basics and be positive during the interview. Make an action plan and note down limitations and weak points. Ma'am, because if, for example, if you go in a job interview and there you are rejected, then if you go in another job interview, so for that you need to prepare again. You can't say the old one, right? We need to prepare.
So you
or
would
sometimes put in work the old one.
So you would just leave this job and you would go and prepare for another one.
Yes, sir.
Would you take into consideration what they said? Because you told me you'll be angry and you first have to, stop being angry. But is it just anger, or would you analyze what they said and try to learn from it? Would you work on some skills before applying for another job?
I will analyze.
Okay, and anything else that you will do?
No, ma'am.
Okay, very good. And what feedback and advice would you give someone if they are rejected from a job interview? What would you tell them to do?
Always remember the stages of life. Practice makes a man perfect. Nothing is impossible. Nobody is perfect.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Never give up.
Sorry?
We should never give up.
We should never give up. Very good. So would you apply to the same job? I mean, you told me we should never give up. So would you reapply to the same job or not?
No, ma'am.
You wouldn't try.
Find a job. I will never redo that.
But why?
Because like I want to do something new. If I like that job, if before I like that company but my job rejected, then I will do second chance. If the company is just normal profit type of something, so on that time I will not do.
Okay. Thank you very much, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so next we have Samikya. Samikya, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samikya Sambartana. I'm studying in class 8 in St. Vincent Convent School. I'm living in India at Odisha, Badampur, and my hobbies are cooking, painting, and drawing. Thank you for about the day. Today, I wake up at 5 o'clock, then I do my studies, then I get ready for my school. After that, I went to school, and after coming back home, I just completed my tuition homework. After that, I had my tuition. After my tuition, I just left for a while. After that, I just ate snacks. Then I joined your class.
Excellent, very good. And can you tell me, Samikia, what would you do if you are rejected in a job interview?
Okay. First, I will just analyze what what's the thing, what point I have not told that I get rejected there because I want to get the feedback also. What is the thing that the point that I missed that they are not satisfied with me and they rejected me. I need to know that. After knowing that, I will research more about that. I will be strong to that point. I will I will prepare myself more and I will again prepare myself and then I will again go for that interview and apply for that because I want to be in that job so I can change the job to another job because I have the aim to go in to have that job. So I need to prepare myself again and I will keep that interview again.
Okay, thank you very much. And what advice, so that's what you would do, and what advice would you give someone if they are rejected?
Okay, if they reject that, I would say them that you should be more confident and you should be brief to the point which you want to explain. If you want to explain something, you just should be more brief and more in a explain make that it will be very understanding, which will make the one who is listening be very um fully understanding and he could understand fully what he wants to say so that he will accept that.
Okay, okay, good. And do you think you have a problem with rejection or not?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Do you think you have a problem with rejection?
No, ma'am.
No, not at all.
No.
So what do you think of rejection? So when someone rejects you, how does it feel and how do you handle it?
Um, like not only on a job in our school also, I have been rejected by friends being not being a friend. Like there are many cases that I am being rejected. At that time, I became sad, and to handle that, I'm just being that okay, just forget the past and try something new so that you can be happy. It's the one thing which can make me happy and leave the past and I can, so that I can move on.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Samikia.
Welcome back.
Okay, and Arush, same question. Do you think you have a problem with rejection or not? Arush? Arush, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell me, do you have a problem with rejection or not? And if you do, what can you do to help it?
No, ma'am, I don't have any problem with rejection.
Okay, so you don't feel and when someone rejects you, you don't feel upset or anything.
No, I just go and I will just go and find another.
What will you try?
I will just go and find another job.
No, not on jobs, because jobs is part of it, but rejection in general. Do you have a problem with rejection?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a problem with rejection?
No, ma'am. No.
No,
Problem.
not at all. And you do, but you told me that you get angry, that if they don't accept you in the job, you get angry if you are rejected.
But I will get angry, but only for 10 or 15 minutes.
And what will you do to calm down? How are you going to calm down?
I will just go and find another job or go for a movie. After that, I will go.
So you're just going to calm down by watching a movie or going for another opportunity?
I will exercise or.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next I have
Hi, ma'am.
Kumar. Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
Hello, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Good, ma'am. What about you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Ma'am, my day is good, ma'am. Super, ma'am. And I did today some programming, ma'am. Hello,
What
ma'am.
did you do? Yes, what did you do today? Can you tell us what you did?
I did some programming language, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And some SQL, ma'am, and SQL language, ma'am. And HTML, ma'am. HTML language, ma'am. Like a browsing programs, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
Okay, ma'am.
So, can you tell me what will you do if you are rejected from a job? So, if you are rejected from a job, what will you do?
Nothing, ma'am. Sometime like feel some bad, ma'am. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will re approach some tasks, ma'am. Means study well again, ma'am, and I will get another job, ma'am.
And would you reapply for the same job or a different job?
Different, ma'am. And also, if I am rejected, then also some more effective adding, ma'am, for studying, ma'am.
But why a different one? Why a different job? I'm trying to understand because everyone
Okay.
has said different so far. Why would you go for a different job?
Because I'm not comfort with that job, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Like that will be not perfect for me.
Okay.
Um,
How do you mean it won't be far for you?
what, ma'am?
What do you mean will not be far?
Not for me, ma'am. Fit. That role was not fit for me.
Ah, okay. So you take it as it's not fit for you. Okay, so we'll work on the skills, but you're like, okay, it's not fit for me.
Our skill was not required for that. They were maybe they was rejected us, ma'am.
So you wouldn't try and improve your skills.
Yes, ma'am.
You wouldn't try and improve them. You will just carry on with what you have.
No, ma'am. I will study well and improving my skills, ma'am.
But then if you improve them, why don't you go and try again? Try for the same job again. If you've improved your skills.
Because cooling period is there, ma'am. I can't upgrade, ma'am. Apply, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, so next we have Atif. Hi, Atif.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. So, Atif, can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yeah, my name is Atif. I'm working cognizant as a service desk executive in IT support. Today, like my day goes like this. Like I woke up at 5:30. After that, I had my morning prayer. After that, I went for some exercise. So after that, I went for my regular shift. At 6:30, I came back to my home, and after that, I'm just roaming around my phone. That's how my days go.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. So Atif, can you tell us what will you do if you get rejected from a job interview?
Yeah. So if I get rejected by a job interview, or like if like first of all, I'll take it as a like learning thing. Like first of all, I'll ask the interviewer, like I'll tell the interviewer for thank you for giving me your time. After that, I'll ask them to like give me another 2 minutes so that I'll ask them that can you give me a feedback so that I can improve my up skills. Like if I'm not fitting in this role, then what is the reason so that I can improve myself.
Okay. And can you tell me, if you would apply for the same job?
Yeah, definitely I will. Like after if I ask them what is that negative point or negative the skills that I don't have because of that they are rejecting me for that role. I'll ask them that reason and I'll try to upskill myself with that skills. After that, definitely I'll try to reapply for that job.
Okay. Good. And can you tell me, do you think you have an issue or a problem with rejection? And if so, how do you handle rejection in general in life?
I don't think so that we can be perfect everywhere. So rejection is everywhere in our world, day-to-day life. So first of all, if I'll get rejected, then I'll take that for a moment. This is true that we will get hurt emotionally as well. So if I'll get hurt, mostly I'll do is I went to a ice cream parlor. First thing what I'll do and have an ice cream to get my emotions calm down. After that, I'll whatever because of which reason I got rejected, I'll work on that to improve myself.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much, Shatif.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. Okay, next we have Sonny. Hi, Sonny.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, Sonny. Good evening. So, Sonny, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, you are looking so pretty. And secondly, if I talk about my own self, so hello everyone. My name is Sunni Aswani. I am from Satna MP. I am postgraduated and net qualified, and I am taking teaching classes at Nahu. And if I talk about my today's day, so it was as usual a very busy day and full of stress day for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Sonny, what will you do if you get rejected from a job interview?
Like first thing, if I get rejected from job, so I just find out what I did mistake. Because of course I did mistake or something is mishappened with me. That's why the person is rejected me. So I have to be find out and try to improve my my these qualities. Which qualities are I totally not in the comfortable. Like mostly I know like I did my task completely, but sometimes it's not complete. From the boss side, like some people said like no, you can't did on time or deadline. So we have to be complete our task so that like if I reject it, I just find out my mistake and learn from my mistake and try once again for my sake.
Okay, so would you try for the same role again then?
Yes, of course, I tried for the same role because that role rejected me. So I have to be capable for again that role so that I got a good position in that office. Which office rejected me?
Excellent. And what is your relationship with rejection in life in general? How do you feel about rejection?
Yes, ma'am. It's happened like in sometimes we thought what and what did because God really playing with us. It's one like I think God is really like we are the player and they are the main person who always giving us the task. So every day we got a rejection. Like sometimes we got a rejection from our relationship. Sometimes we got a rejection from our closest person because like not rejection is not in a workplace only. Rejection is in life also because we always we survive sometimes of our own mistakes or on the happening because of not listening others. This is the main reason of the rejection. So we have to be always be calm down and try to face the problem. If someone is not understanding, so we have to be find out our own mistakes, what we did. We have to improve our own self so that we never got rejection again. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so what I would like you to do now is to also discuss with me any personal experience that you've had of rejection. Have you already been rejected from a job interview, and how did you handle that? So I'll ask the remaining people. So let's start off with Sonny. Sonny, have you ever experienced rejection in a job interview?
Yes, ma'am. Like one time I got rejection because of my network issue. Because like I just applying for one academy platform, so all gonna good. Everything is gonna fine. There is a meeting, so I have to take this meeting on a laptop. So just because of my laptop, I am unable to connect that link, and I got rejection because I'm doing very well. And in front of there is a 2-3 main members of that academy, and they are just waiting for me, and I'm unable to connect. So just because this I got rejection, but I learned from this, and I always try to make sure my network connection is completely okay.
Okay, very good. And what about Vijay Kumar? What about you? Have you ever experienced rejection from a job interview?
Yes, ma'am. Some day ago, I'm applied for customer supporting, ma'am. That time they was I talked so much, ma'am, but they was rejected, ma'am. Me, ma'am. It was sometimes hurts, ma'am. Then also I'm applied that post, ma'am. They give offer letter, ma'am. I worked 3 months, ma'am.
Wow. Okay.
Now I'm doing Java course, ma'am. I'm
Excellent.
correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you're enrolled in a course now, and you're doing better.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing a full stack developer, ma'am. Java. Okay.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
You're
to talk with
welcome.
me. Thank you, ma'am.
And next we have Atif. Atif, what about you? Have you had any personal experience of this? Have you ever been rejected from a job interview? Atif?
Yeah,
Atif?
hi, Christian.
Hi. Have
Yeah,
you
hi,
ever
Christian.
been rejected from a job interview?
Yeah, I have experienced that 1.5 years ago. Like I got rejected. Like I have applied in Reliance SMSL as like for the role of senior executive, and I got rejected. After that, I asked that HR that like I politely asked that ma'am, can you please give me a brief feedback so that I can improve myself. After that, I'll again apply in your organization because your like this organization is very good for my career growth. Like that, I talked with that HR. Like after that, she gave me a feedback that I was not like not having proper experience and all like that. Like they are searching for an executive who are having 2 years of experience, but I was only having 1.5 years of experience. So after that, after 2 days, she called me back saying that we are considering you for that role. So I got the job.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. Okay, next, Samikya. So Samikya, I know you've not, worked anywhere, but have you ever experienced rejection from something, and how did you handle it?
There is no much rejection type any experience, ma'am.
Did you experience maybe rejection at school or maybe from friends?
Yes, there were, but yes, being a friend means asking, but they rejected me. Means in our school that the many children make a group and being being group and being friends. So I want to be friends with them. So I just asked them, but they rejected me. But for that I just became sad because no one not. But I want to just become friends with them, but they rejected me. So I was sad, but then I also make friends any other. So I would have makeup.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay, last but not least, Arush. Arush, are you there? Arush. 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 Okay, I think he's left the class and didn't tell us. Okay, so today we have been looking at what we do if we are rejected from a job interview. And most of you have said that you will either ask or even, you know, if they do give you the advice, take the advice, but if they don't give you the advice, you ask why you've been rejected, and you try and get maybe some tips and things out of them. Maybe they give you skills that you need to improve. And all of you said that you will, okay, feel a bit of a pinch maybe, and a bit of anger, but you let that go and you move on to improving yourself. And most of you said that you will either go back to that interview, and some of you said you won't go back to the interview because you feel like that is a closed chapter and that you don't have the skills for it. You didn't have the skills for it, and therefore you're ready to let go. Whilst others said, well, the skills that I lacked, I now worked on, so I will go and give it another go. So you've all said that you'll work on yourselves, and I asked you how you handle rejection, and then asked you for some personal experience so that you remember it. And the next time that you do have to go through it, as much as we all hate it, you can look back at what you've done before, remember what you've learned, and apply it. And hopefully it helps us all move forward in a more positive way. So thank you guys for sharing with me your experiences and your thoughts. It's been wonderful, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely evening.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you,
guys.
Christine.
Bye.